Welcome back to the Catnip Podcast. My name is Grace and today is Monday, November 28th. This is a podcast about knitting, books, making, and cats, but most importantly knitting, because that is what I love to do all day, every day. I have various social medias that you can follow me on. I have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Ravelry. I'm most active on Instagram, so please go follow me over there if you would like. And I also have show notes. Links to things that I will be talking about will be on my blog. So if you're on YouTube, the link to my blog is down below, or if you're on my blog already, everything is already there. I also work at a yarn store. It's called Curly Girls. It is in Spring, Texas, and I will leave all the various websites, social media, all the information if you'd like to check us out either online or in person. We would love either or both. I am also a tech editor of knitting patterns. If you are a designer or know of a designer who is looking for a tech editor, I would be happy to discuss working with you and being able to edit your patterns or this designer's patterns. That is all wonderful. All that information is also on my blog under the Graceful Edits tab up at the top. So if you're interested, you can check that out and send me an email. So all that information is there. I have a lot to talk about. We have a lot of things to discuss. And it's the holidays. So, I'm feeling a little out of practice, but that is okay. If you would like to grab something tasty to drink, I have an iced coffee. The ice is melting. That's okay. If you would like to grab something tasty to drink, something to snack upon, something to craft upon, an animal to snuggle, laundry to fold, whatever you may be doing, maybe you're resting, maybe you're doing some not as pleasant task, and hopefully I will distract you while you do this task. But you can do all of those things or none of those things, and you can come back and join me for some crafty chat. Okay, putting the coffee up there lest I spill it. I have little fairy lights behind me. I don't know if you can really see them very well. I think they blend in. I think you can see them more easily on this side, but because this is so light behind me, it's hard to tell that they are there. But I have fairy lights for the holidays, trying to be festive. I have little trees behind me. So I've got two finished objects, everybody. I've got two finished objects and quite a lot of progress on some other things. And I feel like I'm forgetting something. But I don't know. So we'll talk about some things that I haven't worked on, but will be throwing into the rotation because I have things off my needles, which is amazing. So first of all, everyone, last time we talked, I was in the throes of finishing up my test knitting. I'm now done. I have no test knits on my needles. I am currently test knit less, and I am so excited. I feel so free. I have put my name in for one test knit that's potentially due in February. I don't know if I will get it, but I just wanted to put that out there, full transparency. I did do that, but currently I have no test knits on my needles and don't intend on putting any more test knits on my needles at this very moment or until the end of the year. So here we are. What a wonderful time to be alive and knitting. Am I being overdramatic? I don't know. I honestly don't feel like I'm being overdramatic, but I may be being overdramatic to some people. But I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders and I can knit to my heart's content right now, which is just wonderful. So first of all is my test knit for Thea Coleman. I don't know how much of this I can show to you, but there's a little bit of it. Ta-da! 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 Just a little teeny tiny sneak peek. I'm not exactly sure when this is coming out, but it should be coming out soon, and I have yet to take pictures of that, but I am very excited about it. It fits perfectly. I had to do some adjustments post blocking, but it all worked out in the end. They were very minor adjustments, like undoing a bind off and making it tighter, which is always a nice problem to have. I feel like it's harder to like redo a too, well, it's not too hard, but like it can be tricky to, like, if you're too tight to, like, you have to really focus on doing it too loosely, or looser, I guess. But if you're looser, on the looser side, then it's a little bit easier mentally to be like, okay, I need to do this tighter. I did it on a smaller needle size. Super easy. It fits so well now. Like, I'm over the moon. I cannot even. My yarn I got from Maker and Stitch actually quite a while ago, which is very exciting, and I'm so excited to have finally used this yarn. It's a new favorite. I have another project on my needles that may be thrown into the rotation of its counterpart. The one I have just finished is the Daylights, the Harrisville Designs Daylights in the Bloodshot colorway, and then the other project that I have here right in front of me is my Ella or Ela cardigan by Isabel Kramer out of the Midnight yarn. Don't remember what colorway that is, but that's okay. That is not what we're talking about right now. But anyway, so this Thea Coleman sweater is coming out at some point soon. It's bottom up. There's some very straightforward cables, which is very nice. And it's a beautiful texture and super fun to knit. I am very happy with how it turned out. So that is just, I can't wait to wear it. And hopefully I'll be able to wear it soon. It's currently not too cold, but you can see I have on one of my knit items that I did earlier this year. This is the Basic Bee Hoodie by Becky of Becky Clo Designs. Name may sound familiar. I finished her Feels Like Winter pullover just a few weeks ago. I just knit this for her. The Basic Bee Hoodie. I love it. It does in fact have a hood. If you're new, it does have a hood. It's a good look, right? I should continue on the podcast in this way. I feel like a Jedi right now. With purple sleeves. I'm so cool. So it's not particularly cold right now, but we do have a cold front coming with a lot of rain. So I'm hoping to actually wear, wow, that did wonders for my bangs, which are too long right now. I really need to trim them. Fun fact, I have had bangs many eras of my life. I've had bangs a lot of different times. Sorry, this is a very drastic tangent. I do apologize, but you're gonna learn a fun fact about me. In college, I did not, my like favorite hair person that I went to, hair cutter, I don't even know, stylist? Yes. Whatever. The lady who cut my hair. She lived in Houston and actually had moved away for a while and then came back to Houston. But while I was in college, I was about an hour away, so I couldn't like go in regularly and get my hair cut. And the salon that I go to offers free bang trims, which is wonderful. I greatly appreciate that, but obviously since I was so far away, I couldn't do that. So I learned how to trim my own bangs, and not to toot my own horn, but I feel like I got pretty good at it. So I need to do that probably either today or tomorrow. They're really long. They're really long, and they've been so curly. I don't know what the thing is, but they've been curly. So we're just going with the flow. But I need to trim them, long story short. And I can do that. And I know how to do that, and I know how to do it correctly at home. So that is nice. Now you know a fact about me. Could I do someone else's? No. I can do my own. Yeah. Okay, so I finished the test knit, my last test knit, and that has been done for a while. It's been very pleasant. I got it done before Thanksgiving, which was also wonderful. If you celebrated, if you had time with your family and friends, I hope you had a wonderful time, full of delicious food. If you got some crafting in, I hope that you had a lot of crafting. I hope that it was a relaxing day and peaceful day. I, in fact, did get a lot of knitting done, and it was quite wonderful. And so much so that I almost knit my entire second sleeve of my Weekender Light, which I have finished, and I have not taken off the past 2 days because I love this so much. I can't even begin to tell you, and I know that there's an end sticking out here, but I promise you that all my ends are woven in. I did do that. So let's go back. Remember last time we chatted, I had the goal of maybe finishing my Weekender Light to have for this episode and maybe be wearing it, but since I've been wearing it for the past 2 days, I decided to give it a break and so I could show it to you all, and also I wanted to wear this one, so I'm not wearing it, but I do have it. It is finished. I have been wearing it. I want to make another one immediately. I would, if I had the time, or I have ideas in my head of what I want to do next in regards to this pattern, but I love this pattern. Goodness gracious, it fits so well. It is just, it was fun to knit. We've got another high-low hem. I will say I love a good high-low hem. I do not like knitting them. I think it's a pain. And I think that has to do with me and my impatience of wanting to just jump right into the sweater, but no, I have to knit 2 different strips of ribbing. One of them is longer than the other one, and then I can jump into the sweater, but I can't handle that. I need to jump right into the sweater. Which is funny because I feel like a lot of the sweaters I've been knitting recently have split hems, and at the end of the sweater it's okay. At the beginning of the sweater, that is a whole other story. That is not my favorite, but again, I love it, so it is. I just have to suck it up and deal with it because goodness gracious, they look so nice. This is Heather & Handmaid's yarns in the color Be Teal My Heart. It's bottom up. Like I said, we've got a slip stitch down the front and the back. Ribbing up at the top. It is reverse stockinette on the body, and then the sleeves are knit normally. Will I be living in this? Yes. Do I want 10 more? Yes. Indeed. Indeed I do. So yeah, this was my Thanksgiving, one of my Thanksgiving projects. I have another one that I will show you. I was very worried about running out of knitting. We went to my in-laws. They are about 45-minute drive away, so not very far at all. I brought sweet potato casserole, which is my aunt's recipe, and then one of my favorites, cranberry poof, and which is just a cranberry salad. It's delicious, and some cookies and stuff to make a charcuterie board. So yeah, it was super wonderful. We had a great day, played games. Like I said, I got a lot of knitting done. I knit most of my sleeve, and then I had some Christmas socks, which is very exciting. And I honestly don't know if I pulled that bag over here. Maybe that was probably the thing that I'm forgetting, actually. I knew I was forgetting something. It was. I did forget that. Okay. That's just an additional one. I'm gonna go run and get those Christmas socks really quick. Got these socks. So I cast on the cuff of these socks before Thanksgiving, but I started the actual like knitting of it on Thanksgiving, so there is that, I will say. So yes, I brought 3 projects with me because I knew we'd be there the whole day, and I didn't want to like run out of knitting or anything, and one of the projects that I brought ended up being too complicated because I had been working on it the night before. I will show it to you. It's a lot. It's a lot. But I did have my weekender sleeve, and then I had my socks. So it was a good time. Lots of knitting was had. I was not shy of knitting by any means. So here are these little socks that I'm working on. These are the Candy Cane Lane socks by Autumn Poppy Designs. And I've tested for her before, and I apologize, I'm blanking on her name. Autumn Poppy, Paula. Yep. Paula of Autumn Poppy Designs. And you'd be like, what, Candy Cane Lane? What do you think, what do you mean is candy cane? Look at these little candy canes I'm making. Are they not beautiful and so adorable? It's just yarn overs and knit two togethers. This happens to be the sock size that I like, so I'm not having to insert that pattern into the other sock pattern that I like, which would have been very easy because it's the same principle as my Halloween socks. It's just this little bit here that I could stick onto anywhere. I'm using two different yarns, obviously. I have my cuff, which is knit out of some stash yarn, and then this very fun main color a friend dyed for me and some other friends. So we all have matching Christmas either socks or accessories or whatever. I'm not sure what everyone is done with theirs, but I am loving this. It's living in my holiday bag from Sandy by the Lakeside, which was also given to me by a friend who has socks out of this yarn, I believe. She knit them earlier this year, if I remember correctly. So, I'm just plugging along. I have my caramel donut progress keeper from Little Bitty Delights. I have some Christmas stitch markers. I'm not sure how long I'm going to make the leg of this, but that's okay. So yeah, that was my other Thanksgiving knit that I got a lot of progress on, and I'm very happy with it. I have no grandiose plans of getting them done necessarily anytime soon. I do have other Christmas socks that are wintry socks, I should say, holiday socks that I would like to make in this time of year, but that could also span probably until January, in theory. For us, for Houston, January, February, end of December is kind of probably where we get our coldest months, and so that's still, I know it's winter for a lot of people, but that's like our winter, if that makes sense. So I'm still going to be knitting holiday wintry socks. In other news, I finally got my Turtle Pearl yarn, which I am so excited about. It's the pumpkin spice colors, and I have kept it in the bag. It arrived from Canada. I had quite a few mail days the past couple of weeks, and it has been marvelously pleasant. If we remember, I forgot if I had gotten the mini. I did in fact get the mini. But here is her logo, Turtle Pearl, and I think these are just so beautiful. It is the pumpkin spice colorway. Superwash merino and nylon, 450 yards. They have been dyed to match, so they are supposed to be the same, and then I have this little mini to go with it, which I'm super excited. My intention is to knit Amanda's new Little Bitty Delights new sock pattern, which I actually got to tech edit, which was very cool. XOXOU latte socks, I believe. So I'm very excited about that, and looking forward to casting those on as well. In addition to that, I don't think I talked about this last time. I could have. I could be wrong. I honestly don't remember. It's been too long. I had something new cast on. Oh, I think I talked about this last time. But I hadn't cast it on yet. I did cast it on. I think I cast it on literally the next day. I needed a little pick-me-up, and I had the needles, and I brought the yarn to wind it at work, and I was like, I don't care. I'm doing it today. I'm doing it right now. So I did. This is the Perfectionist Trap by Casey of Casey Knits, and the camera's about to run out of battery. How wonderful. And this is just such a pleasant, happy thing. So this is a asymmetrical shawl with these slip stitches and garter stitch. If you can see, I have another Little Bitty Delights progress keeper over here. I have some holiday stitch markers that are little Christmas lights. And yes, I'm using Apothecary yarn, which I got from DFW Fiberfest in September. And this is her DK base. This pattern is written for technically around 2 skeins of DK weight, but I am just doing it with the 1, and I will adjust as I go. I'm already pretty happy with the size that I have gotten so far. This is all tangled. For how many repeats I've done and how much yarn I have left, I'm very confident that I will still end up with a decent sized shawl. But I feel like this pattern is such that it's one of those good ones you can have in your back pocket of like a single skein of something. And I love Casey. She's wonderful. Super sweet, and I'm very excited to be knitting this. I just love all these colors, knitting up in this garter stitch and these slip stitches. It is stunning. Stunning! So for a while I was finishing up my test knits and other knits that had self-imposed deadlines, I would knit 1 full repeat of this Perfectionist Trap before bed, in bed usually, with a Hallmark movie playing in the background, and that was very nice for me. It just kind of helped wind me down after doing a lot of things during the day and then a lot of hardcore fast test knitting. So it's such a nice knit. I will definitely be making many more of these. And yeah, the camera's about to die. I'm gonna go charge it. I apologize that when we come back this will probably look slightly different, but that's my bad. I'm so sorry. I should have plugged the camera in. I didn't. But oh well. You do what you gotta do. Okay. Talk to you in a little bit. Bye. We're back. You do what you gotta do. So, moving right along, I am now out of the recording flow, so I apologize if this is a very different vibes, but again, you do what you gotta do. So I have also been working on, I'm trying to get my advent calendar from last year done. I'm very close. Will I make it? I actually don't. I might. I don't know. If I work on literally nothing else the next 2 days, I can get it done. But it is a lot. This is my Wavy Wiggles by Stephen West. Is this the right side or is this the wrong side? I have no idea at this point. I'm just weaving in ends as I go on both sides. So it's a grand old time over here. But here is my Wavy Wiggles by Stephen West using my advent calendar from last year by Lavender Loon. This is the Boho Chic advent calendar. I have just started this mini skein. After this one I have 4 left. I'm so close. In theory, I don't really have to add all 4. I can use them in other things. I can very easily add them into other things, and I may do that. I honestly don't know. The 25th mini skein, or the 24th mini skein, was so beautiful. And I think I actually have it in this bag. Yeah, it is just so beautiful. I didn't actually wind it up because I want to use it for something else, but it is just, I can't even, it is stunning. I wish I could have a whole something out of this. Oh, can you imagine another Weekender light? Oh my goodness, can we even? So I'm going to save that for something else, in which case I could also save the other 4 mini skeins for something else, but we will wait and see how I feel once I get to the end of this one. And again, I've got 2 days. I've got 4 mini skeins. Usually 1 whole repeat takes up 1 full mini skein, roughly. I was very proud of myself. So while working on this, on Saturday after Thanksgiving, Sam and I went to the Nutcracker, and it was just so wonderful, and it is such a special treat, and it's a tradition of mine, and Sam has very kindly adopted it into, so it was our family unit as one of our traditions. So it was super fun to get to go and see the Houston Ballet do the Nutcracker once again. And of course I bring my knitting, and I didn't really know what to bring because I had finished my Weekender. So there was that. I didn't really have a ton of like completely mindless knitting to do because my socks had a pattern. All the things that I was currently like actively working on that I want to get done soon have intense patterning, and that was a no-go. I had things that were kind of mindless, but I hadn't picked them up in maybe 6 months plus, and I didn't really have the time to pull those things out and put them back on needles because they're currently on holders. It was the whole ordeal, and so I was like, you know what? I've done this Wavy Wiggles thing. I've done it so much at this point. I am like really refreshed on the pattern. I can do it really kind of without the pattern. I know what I'm doing. So I took my Wavy Wiggles and I did a full repeat and a half. And I finished a mini skein, and I started another one, and I'm so proud of myself. So I am doing the last couple of mini skeins out of order for sure. I definitely don't think these lighter mini skeins are supposed to be so close together, but that's okay. Really, it does not matter. I grabbed it and it was very dark and I couldn't see which one, and in theory I was like, oh, surely any of these colors will be fine except for this light one, but there's no way I'm going to grab that one. Of course I did, but it doesn't really matter. But can we even with that lineup, like, what? To be honest, I have no idea how to wear this shawl. It is such a strange shape. And it is obviously scrunched up on my needles, so it is hard to see the full shape, but I don't really know how to wear it. And that's okay. This is not a surprise. We will figure it out. I'm just really excited to eventually have this done. My mom has finished hers, and I've seen it as beautiful. I just really love this stripy section. It is just stunning. So another thing I want to shout out, of course, are my Brick House needles. They are hexagon, or hexagons, I should say. The needles are hexagons, and they make the knitting experience so wonderful. I will say my gauge has definitely changed with them. Not a bad thing, it's just a fact. The tips are very nice and pointy. They're different colors. And yes, if you are needing a nice gift for a crafter friend who's a knitter, and you want to spend more than $25-$30, I would get a pair of these knitting needles because they are just so good. So good. I need more of them in my life. Brick House needle arts. They're Brick House needles. So I would highly recommend you checking out their website and getting yourself a pair if you can. I know that with Black Friday having just happened, some of the inventory is low, and they are handmade by two women who own this business, and so I hope that they did very well. So hopefully they are sold out, but if not, you should get a pair. As a treat yourself moment, or for someone else. But yes, in theory, I'd like to get this done before the 1st, which is in 2 days. Because if you don't count today, and you don't count the 1st, there are in fact 2 days in between now and then. But I have all of this evening to knit, so that is I'm definitely going to be working on this. But yes, so that is that. Just moving right along. Like I said, I may not finish all 4 mini skeins that I have left, but I will put them into other things because goodness knows I love a good scrappy project. And I have many in my queue, many that I want to do in the future and in 2023. What? So also in my rotation, I have pulled this out because I would really love to wear this at my parents' for when I'm there for Christmas. And it is, wow, it is a lot of a pattern. It is so much. You really need to be a confident cabler to do this pattern. I would not recommend it to any beginner, not for the faint of heart, but goodness gracious, is it gonna be stunning when it's done. This is my Amara Sweater by Rachel Kurihara. I am knitting this out of Mace's Skeins Full House Surrey in the Hot Kiss colorway, and yes, it is as bright as it can possibly be. It is absolutely wonderful. And we have cables galore. It is just truly incredible. So I've knit the body. It is bottom up, and I have divided for the front and the back. And so now I'm just working on the front. I've resituated my cables. For a while I was just winging it. And am I proud of that? No, but I was so overwhelmed by the cabling and the patterning and the charts and everything. I was like, you know what? I am smart enough. I can figure this out without the charts, without having to flip back and forth between 3 different charts 3 different times because it's on the front and the back. And this is a great pattern. I'm not saying that this is a bad pattern. It is just a lot to keep track of. Again, it will be beautiful. Definitely not going to make another one of these. But I am so excited to be able to wear it. It is the brightest, hottest pink you could possibly even imagine. I love it. I think Macy just had a shop update, so you should go check out her shop and see if you can snag some of her gorgeous yarn. But yes, so we've got the cables in the front, we've got some brioche on the side. The sleeves will be brioche. It's drop shoulder. In theory, I'd like to get it done for Christmas. I am not gonna bend over backwards for this by any means because, like I said, this is a lot. But I really like to because it's super cute. I'd really like to do it. Again, that was the Amara Sweater by Rachel Kurihara out of Mace's Skeins yarn. It is just a lot. And I'm knitting it single strand of the Surrey. The pattern is called for it held double, but because I wanted a less dense sweater, I'm holding it just one strand. And I'm very happy with the result. I think it'll be perfect for what I'm looking for and what I kind of had envisioned. And yes, so I'm very excited about that. Last up, I have both my advent calendars. They're both in the boxes because I have yet to take them out, but here's one. I'm so excited. I need to hang this one up because it's on a garland. I'm so excited. What? And then I have this one, which I have opened ever so slightly, but I have not opened the actual mini skeins, obviously. So, everyone, this one right here is my 12-day advent calendar. It actually starts on December 14th. Excuse me, so I don't know what exactly I'm going to do. I may start it on December 1st. I may start it on December 14th. I am uncertain. I have 2 days to figure it out. But this is from Ash and Bumble, and this is the Anne of Green Gables 12-day. And I am just so in love with everything. There's a Anne of Green Gables quote on the front. Kindred spirits are not so scarce as I used to think. It is splendid to find out there that there are so many of them in the world. Love that quote. I know it's very famous and very popular, but it is still one of those ones that hits home, you know? So good. I love not just Anne of Green Gables, but just Ellen Montgomery in general. Her books have always played a significant role in my life. Anyway, so there are these little additions, and then these delightful little green minis. I'm so excited. So yes, I honestly don't know. I don't know what I'm making. I don't know what I'm doing. When am I opening this? I have no idea. But I know I'm going to enjoy every single minute of it. And I think, so I actually have, and I firmly believe that the best Anne of Green Gables, I have not even seen Anne with an E. I will not watch it. No offense to those who love it. I am glad that you love it. I refuse to watch it on principle because it is not Anne of Green Gables. The original 1980s one with Megan Fellows and Jonathan something or other, who plays Gilbert, is the end-all be-all of Anne of Green Gables. That is the only version, in my opinion. Here I am with my strong opinions as a 9. Who am I? If I'm gonna have a strong opinion, it's this. It's the only one. It is the only one. So I may watch that. I actually have it on DVD. Both Anne of Green Gables and Anne of Avonlea on DVD. But we don't currently have a working DVD player. Or any DVD player for that matter, I don't think. So that would prove to be a problem. But that may be something to figure out. My second big one, my second advent calendar, which is a big one, it does a 24-day, which is from Sweet Sparrow Yarns. And it looks like it's actually a mixture of bases. I did not realize that. Huh, I'll be darned. And there's some Stellina in here as well. How fun. So we do have colorway names here. There's no general theme, but each package has an adorable little stamp on it. And like I said, it is on a banner. Like they're all attached and you can hang them. So I need to figure out where to hang them. And I love that. I have always wanted to have a hanging advent calendar that's yarn related, and you see everyone on Instagram has these really beautiful hanging ones, whether they hang it themselves or it comes on a banner like this, and now I have one too and I'm so excited. Where am I going to hang it? I don't know. I may hang it on our mantle, but I don't know. I don't know. It's not like, I mean, we have our house now, so I have a plethora of walls to hang things on. It's just whether or not it will look weird. I I may hang it from our little windowsill in our bedroom. That would be fun. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. I'm sure there will be pictures. I'm sure I will post pictures once it gets hung. Again, I have got 2 days to do it. I have 2 days to figure it out. I know that the big one, the 24-day one, will be a sweater. Do I know what sweater? No. I have probably 4 in the running. I'm getting a scam likely call. We love to see it. And then the smaller one will be a shawl of some sort. Which shawl? I don't know. We have some in the running. I have a Ravelry queue full of things, so I have no idea what I'm going to do. But again, we have 2 days to finish last year's and pick out what we're going to do this year. And I work on Wednesday, so if I need any additional yarn for sweaters or anything like that, I can get it then, because I think that's the end. Yeah, that's the last day of November, so it'll be perfect. I'll be ready to go. I do also have the jelly advent calendar again from Bon Mama. I'm so excited. So excited. If you follow me on Instagram, last year I did little Instagram stories every day of like opening up the little jelly and having it on a nice warm croissant, and it was just truly delightful. So I'm very excited about that. Sam has a coffee advent calendar, and I'm excited for him. It's very wonderful. We love these little treats. Anyway, that is all that I have for you all this week. And yes, I'm not sure what the recording schedule is going to look like for December. I don't really know, but we will see. We will figure that out, and I will let you all know. But anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I apologize for the jarring end and change, and having to charge my camera. I need to be sure that I do that regularly when I know I need to record. I have social medias, I have yarn store information, I have tech editing services information, all the various places. If I happen to forget anything, or if you just want to reach out and say hello, please feel free to send me a message on Instagram. I would love to say hi. I hope that you had a wonderful Thanksgiving if you celebrated that, and if not, I hope it was just a wonderful Thursday. Yes. I hope you continue to have a wonderful upcoming holiday season, whatever you may be celebrating. And if you have crafty plans, if you are gift crafting, I have one gift I need to make, and I'm putting it off. But that's okay. We will get there. We will get there. I've got plenty of time to do it, and I don't think it'll take me very long. But that's a conversation for another day. If you are gift crafting, good luck. May the odds be ever in your favor. If you are not gift crafting and you are just enjoying the willy-nilly mood crafting as I am now enjoying, I hope you are loving it, because I am loving it so much. So much, so much. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being you. You are wonderful. You're enough. When will I see you next? I don't know. I can't think of dates right now. Time is just getting away from all of us, I feel like. It's crazy that it is almost December. Where has time gone? Anyway, thank you so much for being here. I love you. Lots of love. All those things. I'm now going to go work on the laundry and try and finish my advent calendar from last year. Can I do it? I don't know. Let's hope I can. Will I add all 4 mini skeins? I don't know. So many decisions. I don't like this. It's very arbitrary, not important at all. Yet it makes me so anxious. We'll figure it out. I'm sure you'll see a post about it on Instagram. Anyway, I will go and stop rambling. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or night, whatever it is where you are. And I will see you next time. Bye!